everyone, it's Chrissie and welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. And yes, I did put a little bit of an emphasis on the Sims 4 just now because recently I have been posting mainly Sims 2 stuff. I think it's been about almost 3 weeks since the last time I did a Sims 4 build. And yeah, we're back with the Sims 4. I actually sat down and I did this build earlier in the week. And yeah, I really wanted to share it with you guys. So we're getting a Saturday upload, I think. Yeah, I think this is going up on Saturday. But yeah, we're actually building our first Christmas or like holiday themed build of the year. I don't know if this is going to be the only holiday themed build up. But yeah, I'm going to try and do maybe like 1 or 2 more like holiday builds or Christmas builds or maybe just snowy builds if I don't really want to do a lot of Christmassy stuff. Maybe I'll do just a couple more like wintry builds. But yeah, this is the first one that's up on the channel this year. And yeah, it's also, like I said, the first Sims 4 build in I think almost 3 weeks. I've been mainly focusing on the Sims 2 the past couple of weeks. And I know I did warn you guys about this in my community tab and everything like that, where I told you that, you know, whenever I get the urge to play The Sims 2, I tend to get a little bit like sidetracked. And I tend to like get very kind of obsessed with The Sims 2 for a while. And then I don't really want to play The Sims 4 or like build in The Sims 4. Just because I'm way too like caught up with The Sims 2. Which, you know, it has happened. I have been like really into The Sims 2 recently. I've done a bunch of builds and I have a bunch of them still done that I still like need to make videos of. But yeah, like I said, I wanted to do a Christmassy build and I figured, you know, it's probably better to do that in The Sims 4 rather than The Sims 2. Just because it's easier in The Sims 4 and there's more like holiday stuff. I don't have to use a lot of custom content or, you know, anything like that. And also building in the snow in The Sims 2 in The Sims 4 is a lot easier than in The Sims 2. Now you will notice that I am building this like not in winter. It's not like snowy or, you know, anything like that. And I did this just because it's easier to build than trying to build in the snow. It's easier to like see what you're doing when you're not building in the snow, to like see wall colors and roof colors and like terrain paint and stuff and like to do landscaping and everything like that, because obviously in the winter all of the plants are dead and you can't really see what, you know, your landscaping actually looks like when you do it in the winter. So yeah, I did it kind of, basically I went into build mode from the map view instead of like going into, like, instead of playing the family first and then like going into build mode from live mode, if that makes sense. And basically that just meant that, you know, I didn't have to worry about any seasons or any weather or anything like that. And I did the majority of the building in, you know, I guess you could say summertime, but basically I did the majority of the building like this. And then at the end of the video you'll actually see me go into like winter and, you know, have snow everywhere and everything like that. And then I do just a couple of finishing touches outside to the yard and stuff that I kind of like wanted to do in the snow. So yeah, I do that later on in the video. And then you obviously will see all of the screenshots and everything at the end will be like in winter in the snow. So all of the landscaping and stuff are going to be dead. In like all of the pictures, all of the plants are dead and like everything is covered in snow. But I think it kind of like just fits the build a little bit better, because I did build this to look good in the snow, to look good in winter. And I went kind of like all out with all of the Christmas decorations. You'll see that later on. But basically I did use the seasons decorating box to put up some lights on the roof and on the foundation. And then all of the other decorations that you might have seen in that little like intro clip and everything like that, all of the other decorations, like all of the garlands and, you know, the wreaths and everything like that, that's on the exterior of the build, I actually put there myself. So I used a lot of the season's decorations and also a lot of the holiday stuff pack, not stuff pack, but yeah, like the free holiday pack. I used a lot of those decorations, and I kind of just went all out with all of like the Christmassy stuff on this build, because I don't know, I don't do builds like this quite often. I like do them only once a year, so you know, it was fun. It was fun just, you know, kind of going all out with all of that stuff, and kind of just, I don't know, just trying to make this house look super festive and bright and fun and everything like that. So yeah, if you want to play in this house and, you know, you're obviously, maybe you like want to play in it like during the whole year, if that makes sense, and not just at Christmas or like at winter time, then you will have quite a few things to delete, but they're super easy to delete. They're just a bunch of garlands and stuff on the exterior, and none of it is like structural. So if you delete the garlands and the wreaths and all of that stuff, the house will still look really, really nice, because obviously I did build the house and I made sure that it looked good, and then I put all of the decorations on it. So even if you played with this, you know, during summertime and, you know, you deleted all of the Christmassy stuff, then you'll still be left with a really nice house. I still paid attention to all of the landscaping and stuff as well, because like I said, I did do the landscaping during the summer so that I could see what it looked like. So all of the landscaping and everything like that still looks good, and you know, obviously you don't really get to see all of it in this video, because at the end you'll see all of it when it's dead in winter, but during the summertime it still looks good. And obviously this house is very playable. There's a lot of decorations on the interior as well, and the overall color scheme on the interior is very Christmassy. There's a lot of red, a lot of green, and a lot of like brown colors, but in my opinion that just kind of fits with the overall, like, I guess, older and more traditional like vibe that I was going for the house itself. So a lot of the furniture on the interior is a lot more traditional, a lot older. There aren't, you know, that many modern pieces or anything like that. And then, you know, a lot of them is like, you know, green. But I tried to go for a kind of like muted on the inside. So it's very like muted greens, not like bright neon fire truck red or anything like that. It's a lot more muted and kind of like understated. So if you just went ahead and deleted all of the Christmas decorations, then, you know, the house would still look fine. You wouldn't necessarily need to change up any swatches or anything like that. I mean, obviously you could, if that's something that you wanted to do. You know, if you wanted to change up maybe like rug colors or, you know, sofa colors or whatever, then, you know, feel free to do that. But yeah, if you want to play with this, you know, not at Christmas, you'll just have to go through and delete a lot of the decorations, because yeah, like I said, there's a lot of decorations in this build, both on the exterior and on the interior. I also did put in a Christmas tree in the living room as well, which you can delete and then, I don't know, maybe turn that corner into... Honestly, I don't know. I didn't really think about, you know, what it could be used for, but it's kind of like in the corner of the room. So you could maybe like move the sofas back a bit and then have a little bit more space in the living room if you wanted to do that. Maybe, you know, you could put another bookcase in that corner, or just like regular plants, or I don't know, anything that you wanted to do. You know, obviously feel free to change it up and make it fit with, you know, whatever family you want to have live here. It is up on the gallery as well, by the way. I should probably mention that. It is up on the gallery. It's completely custom content free. I didn't really pack restrict myself at all, or budget restrict, so it's like 93,000 and something simoleons, so it's fairly expensive, but it is completely custom content free, and it's only a 1-bedroom 1-bathroom house. So upstairs we have the 1-bedroom 1-bathroom, and then downstairs we have the, obviously, you know, like the living space. And then we have a tiny little dining room, a quite big kitchen. The kitchen is actually in that kind of like modern extension bit on the side. So that's where the kitchen is. And then we also have where the stairs are. there's kind of like a little makeshift office space, and then next to the stairs, that little like 3x1 tile like small room, that's actually where I put the laundry machines. So if you wanted to like take out the laundry machines, you could do that. Maybe, I don't know, you probably can't fit like a half bathroom in that space, because you could fit the toilet in there if you wanted to. But yeah, I don't know how you would turn it into like a half bathroom. But, you know, feel free to change up the floor plan as well if you need to. This is kind of just, you know, what worked best for what I had in mind, and I wanted to make sure that the house had like a really nice big kitchen and all of that stuff. And I didn't want to make the build too big, because I have a really bad habit of doing that, of, you know, starting out thinking, oh, I'll do a small cottage, and then at the end of the day, the small cottage turns out to be like 5 bedrooms and like huge. That takes like a huge build that takes me forever to finish. So yeah, I really tried to keep that in mind with this build. But I really hope you guys like the way it turned out. And yeah, if you want to play in it, like I said, it is up on the gallery. I'll have my gallery ID as well as the hashtags you can use to search for it in the description. I'll also have a link to the like gallery website if that's easier for you to download it that way. And then tray files will be going up, you know, when this video goes out for channel members, and then 3 weeks later those tray files will become public for everyone, if, you know, you wanted to wait for the tray files for whatever reason. But yeah, that's just something that I wanted to mention. And yeah, I think that's everything about this build. It's on a 20x15 lot as well. I should probably mention that. It's on a 20x15 lot, and it's actually built in Henford-on-Bagley. It's built in, it's not old new Henford, it's, I don't know, like the town square area of Henford-on-Bagley. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But yeah, it's in like the town square area of Henford-on-Bagley. And as you could probably tell from the exterior, I should have mentioned this way earlier, but I was trying to go for a bit more of a like British style with the house, like a British kind of like cottage type thing, you know, with like the very square main house. And, you know, with the 2 dormers at the top and the roof line the way it is, and, you know, stuff like that. And a lot of British houses like this that I've seen, especially ones that are in a little bit more like, not necessarily rural space, but that have a little bit more land around them. A lot of them actually have like modern extensions, either to like the sides or the backs or whatever, and that's kind of what I wanted to do with the kitchen. So we have the kitchen with those big windows, and then we have the skylights in the kitchen as well. And yeah, I don't know, I really like the way this house turned out. You'll have to let me know what you think. And yeah, this actually isn't a style that I'm super familiar with, because obviously, you know, there aren't really any of these kinds of houses where I live. But also, I don't think it's a style that I've ever really tried on the channel. I mean, I've built a couple of like cottages and farmhouses and, you know, stuff like that. But I've never really done like a, I guess I say in air quotes British, but like British kind of cottage type thing, you know, with this like older main square-ish like brick or stone house, if that makes sense. I have a very particular image in my head whenever I think of this kind of style of house, and I actually didn't use a reference image for this build, but I just, like I said, I had a very particular image in my head, and I tried to like make it come to life as best as I could. So any of you guys that are from the UK, or, you know, that have been to the UK, or, you know, spend time there or whatever, let me know what you think about this house. Let me know if it looks okay, if it kind of like fits the vibe. Obviously, I wasn't trying to be super like accurate or, you know, anything like that. It was, you know, just for fun, and I kind of more so had an idea in my head and then kind of just went with the flow and did what, you know, I thought looks okay and kind of like what fit, you know, I guess the vibe that I had in my head. But yeah, let me know if this is something that you guys could see being around the UK, or, you know, that looks vaguely accurate, but yeah, let me know what you think about it. Now, something else that I probably should have mentioned earlier is the fact that I'm really not used to doing voiceovers that are this long anymore. I haven't done a voiceover over like maybe 17 or 18 minutes in a while. Like the past couple of Sims 2 builds that I've done, they've all been shorter and they've all like been like maybe 12 minutes or something like that. And I haven't really done a super long voiceover in quite a while. So if I'm a little rambly or, you know, all over the place, then please forgive me. I am also very tired as I'm recording this. And yeah, I don't know, it's been a week, it's been a month already, and we're only on what, the 8th or the 9th of December. I'm kind of ready for December to be over, if I'm being completely honest with you. I hate to sound like the Grinch when I'm physically like doing a Christmas build right now, but I'm really not a fan of Christmas, like in real life. I love it in The Sims, I love decorating for it in The Sims, and, you know, having my Sims play through like Christmas or Winterfest as it's called in the game, but personally, not a big Christmas fan. I love decorating. I love decorating in real life and, you know, putting up Christmas trees and decorating, you know, stuff like that. But just the rest of it, I don't know. There's something about Christmas that I don't like. And I don't really celebrate it personally. My family does, but it's not really it doesn't really matter to me. I could very easily just ignore Christmas and I would be totally fine. But yeah, it's also kind of like this time of year that kind of annoys me, because a lot of people are the idea of Christmas spirit and the like nerves and impatientness and everything like that goes along with it whenever you like leave the house and you're in contact with other people, that really irritates me. Also, I don't really like Christmas music, so yeah, I despise Christmas music like with a passion. But yeah, like I said, I'm kind of sounding like the Grinch right now, and I'm really sorry about that. I know a lot of people, a lot of my friends as well, they love Christmas. It's their favorite time of year. They like start playing Christmas music in like November, and that's just, it's not me. It's not me. And honestly, I'm ready for December to be over. I'm ready for this year to be over as well. And yeah, also I hate summer as well, and it's currently summer where I am. So yeah, I'm ready for the season to be over as well. So that's great. But something fun from December is my birthday is actually coming up. For those of you guys that are new to the channel, you probably don't know this because I don't think I've mentioned it in like quite a while, like since last December probably. But my birthday is actually the 26th of December, so like right after Christmas. I know some countries call it Boxing Day. I know over here we call it Boxing Day. We don't really celebrate it, it's just something that's on a calendar for some reason, and I don't really know what the point of it is. But yeah, my birthday is actually the 26th of December, which is probably also why I don't like Christmas, because every year we celebrate Christmas and then my birthday is kind of just like an afterthought in a weird way. But yeah, my birthday is coming up, which I'm both excited and kind of annoyed about, because usually I don't like my birthday. And this year is probably no different. I'm turning 25, which is scary to think about, because I'll be a quarter of a century old. And that's not really old, but it feels very old for some weird reason. It sounds old if you put it like that. But yeah, so that's coming up in December, and then yeah, we have January, which honestly, like I said, I'm just ready for this year to be over and ready to start a new year. And I'm actually really excited for next year. I have a bunch of stuff planned already, and I have a lot of ideas for the channel and ideas for stuff that I want to do. But if you guys know me, you know that I don't usually lack ideas. I usually have a lot of ideas. It's the follow through that I kind of struggle with a lot of the time, and like sticking to my ideas and finishing them and, you know, stuff like that, which, yeah, I don't know. hopefully this coming year will be different, and I'm kind of going to, I guess, like come at some of my goals and plans and stuff kind of like from a different perspective, if that makes sense. But yeah, let me know if you guys have any like New Year's resolutions or whatever that you feel comfortable sharing in the comments. I'm not going to really be doing New Year's resolutions this year because they never work for me. So yeah, like I said, I'm doing a little bit of a different, I guess, approach to my like goals for next year, and I'll let you guys know how they turn out, maybe like in a follow-up video or whatever. I'll probably talk about this a lot over on Twitter as well, so definitely go ahead, follow me over on Twitter. And yeah, I'm kind of really excited for next year. And yeah, like I said, hopefully it's better than this one, because this year wasn't necessarily bad, but it was a lot. It had its ups and downs and everything like that, which I guess is normal. But yeah, I'm ready for a new year and ready to, like, I guess, get going with a lot of the stuff that I have planned, if that makes sense. So yeah, I don't know why I just started talking about all of this stuff, and this video has turned into a very rambly mess and kind of just like a catch-up video, because I haven't really done a longer video, like I said, in quite a while. So I haven't really had time to just sit down and, I guess, ramble and talk about anything and everything. So yeah, I hope you guys don't mind. I know a couple of you actually really like these like rambly videos, so yeah, here you go. Hope you enjoyed. But yeah, we still have a couple of minutes left to go. So something else kind of more channel related that I wanted to mention is my save file. I know I promised I would have it out before the end of the year, and honestly I am doing my best to just like to get it out before the end of the year. I'm kind of intimidated by the idea of setting up a Tumblr post for my save file and stuff like that. It's really like intimidating to me because I'm not used to Tumblr. I don't really use Tumblr, so I don't know how the best way to do that would be, if that makes sense. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been procrastinating with, is like getting a Tumblr post set up and, you know, taking pictures of my save file, taking pictures of the worlds and, you know, stuff like that. That's kind of what I've been procrastinating with, because I don't really know how to do it and how to make it look as like perfect, I say in air quotes, as I have it pictured in my head. So I have a really bad habit of stuff like that, of like wanting something to be completely perfect. And because I don't know how to make it perfect, or because, you know, feasibly it's never going to be like perfect, because, you know, there's no such thing as perfect, but because I can't do something, you know, exactly the way I might imagine it, or because I don't know exactly how to do it, then I usually just procrastinate and never actually start doing it, which is a really, really bad habit, by the way. And I really should, you know, work on like becoming more comfortable with, you know, just doing something and not waiting until I can do it perfectly before I even start doing it. So yeah, maybe that will be another one of my like goals for next year, is like just doing the thing and not really caring about, you know, having it be perfect, because it's never going to be perfect. So, you know, just doing the thing and getting over that fear of it. But yeah, so I am still working on my save file. Like I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, I have done the last build for the first version. So for the first version of my save, I want Willow Creek and Oasis Springs to be completely done. So that means all new lots, all new sims, you know, not all new sims, but like made over townies, a bunch of new sims, new lots, everything completely set up the way I want it. And all of that is done. All of the setup for the first version is done. All of the builds are done for Willow Creek and Oasis Springs. I just have to release the speed build of the last build, which is taking me forever because the editing is taking forever because it's a big build. So I might actually record a like save file tour and release the save file before the build is before the build is out, before the speed build is out, because honestly, that's just another way that I'm procrastinating. I'm telling myself that, oh, I can't work on all of the other stuff until I have the speed build out, but I'm not going to get the speed build out within like the next week. So I might just, say, the save file will be out before the speed build, and that's fine. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, I'm definitely working on that. I will have the save file out before the end of the year. That if that is the last thing I do, I will have it out. So yeah, keep your eyes out for that. Like I said, I will be doing a kind of like save file tour and, letting you guys know when it's out and all of that stuff. I will also, like I said, work on setting up a Tumblr post that, maybe like a Tumblr post that will tell you, all of like how many new lots there are, how many new families there are, and kind of explain a little bit more about my like version system. So like I said, first version will be Willow Creek and Oasis Springs completely done. And then the second version will be, maybe Newcrest done and Another World. I'm going to try and do them in like batches of 2. So like first version, 2 worlds done. Second version, 2 more completely done. Stuff like that, kind of like spread it out that way. But yeah, I'll get the Tumblr post up. I'll make a video about it, community tab post, all of that stuff before the end of the year. I'm telling you guys this so that I can hold myself accountable because I've told you about it. So yeah, anyway, that was a bunch of random stuff that I don't know if any of you guys actually listened this far. If you did, and if you made it this far in the voiceover, comment reindeer down below, like reindeer like with the antlers, down below in the comments to let me know. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give the video a like. If you're new to the channel and you'd like to see some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button and turn on notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. Because, especially during December, I don't really have a schedule. So turn on notifications. But I hope you guys are all having a great week and a great December so far. And I'll talk to you all in my very next video. Bye everyone.
It's cold outside, but the fire keeps us warm. We can spend the night underneath the mistletoe. And I've gotten you a present that I put under the tree. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. The snow is falling down and the storm is on its way. But as long as you're around, everything will be okay. 'Cause all I wanna do is spend this holiday with you. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for me and you. I've longed for this moment to have you for myself in a cabin out in nowhere, just us and no one else. I've decorated everything till we're perfect for this week. Tomorrow it is Christmas, the first for you and me. Another year went by, but the difference this time is that ever since July, I've been happier than I have ever been. It's safe to say that my love for you is true. Tomorrow it is